Hey everyone, welcome to Moxie Monday. Can everyone hear me and see my screen okay? You can type in the chat or unmute. Can you guys hear me? Great.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to be going over the signature in Moxie. So we are going to take a look at some of the different options for customizing that signature, and it's going to be relatively quick, but this is definitely a good tool to kind of know how to do, especially if you're someone who likes to have all of your email signatures and stuff like that matching. So we're going to get started here. Should only take a few minutes. I'm of course starting in my hub screen. So this is our main login right here, and we are actually going to go over to our account section. So in the top right hand, you should see your profile image. If you click that drop down, you're going to get a whole bunch of options. We're going to click onto My Account. And before we really get started on anything, we are going to double check all of our contact information and make sure that it is accurate. So to make any changes in these three tabs here, we are going to click on the blue pencil. And then you will be able to edit anything that you want in here. Double check that your name that is in here is what you go by professionally, as well as in your contact info, the next one over in the middle. Make sure that your email is correct. You want it to be your display email. I know a lot of agents use different email addresses and kind of have them forwarded into one location, but you really want to make sure that whatever one you're putting on your email signatures and that stuff is something that you are going to be receiving regularly and checking. So you always want to make sure that your display email is, in fact, the email that you do regularly use. Another thing to be sure of is that your phone number, whether you work off of a mobile phone or an office line, you want to make sure that that number is reflected here. Otherwise, people can get jungled around a lot if you call and they have to get handed from person to person. So you want to make sure that this number here is going to be what you want people to contact you via text or phone call. And this is all easily edited, as I said, if you just click that blue edit pencil. Make sure that if you do make any changes in here, you are hitting the save button up at the top. Otherwise, it will not save, and then you will be stuck with the same information as before, and then we didn't really do anything to help you out. So I'm going to hit cancel because I don't need to save any changes right now. And then navigating to the signature section is really easy from here. We're going to go over into the left-hand panel and go to My Brand down here at the bottom. And there's going to be a couple different options for email signatures that you can choose from. The first one, as you can see here under signature type, is basic. It's going to give you a preview of what it will look like on a desktop as well as a mobile device. So the basic one is just that. It's pretty basic. There isn't any flashy images or text in it. It's just straight and simple, your contact information. None of this stuff is clickable on some of the other ones, which I'll touch on in just a moment. There is some clickable options in there, which makes it kind of nice. But if you are someone who likes a very simple look, then these are the most simple as you can get. Now to change to some of the other options, you just have to click this drop down. So there's two other ones, template and custom. We're going to look at the template option first. And these are pre-made, but they still have a little bit more to them than just the basic. So going down the line, we have our left aligned one. As you can see, there's different alignments for these templated ones. And it has your image, your profile image, as well as your name. And then if you notice down here where website and email have lines under them, if you have that stuff filled out within your account, then these will be clickable. So whenever someone receives this email signature at the bottom of anything that you send out through Moxie, these are going to be clickable right into your website or right into sending you an email. So it's a really nice option. It just gets them into contact with you one step faster. So we have our left aligned here. As I said, there's a desktop preview as well as a mobile. And then of course there is also a right aligned and then a center aligned as well. So that just depends on your style, how you like things to kind of look. But if you choose one, you can just bubble that one in and then you will see this message come up at the bottom that says that your signature was updated. I'm going to scroll back up to the top and we will take a quick look at making that custom email signature, which is actually very easy. So I'm going to go down to the custom option. And if you look at the custom option, at first it's going to have these basic email templates kind of filled in for you. But something that I want to note is that this is basically just a big text box. So you can type in here, you can add an image, you can change the font. There's a lot of different options. So one of the most common things, and what I'm going to show you today, is how to actually input a image that you have made for an email signature. So maybe you reached out to our wonderful marketing team and they made you one, or you made one on your own. I'm going to show you the very simple steps to just add in that photo into your email signature and use that one. So first things first, I'm going to click into this text box and clear out what was there. And then as far as adding an image, it's as easy as just selecting the image icon. This is pretty standard among most different platforms. It looks like some mountains with a moon or a sun above it. And we are just going to click on that. If it doesn't show up in your toolbar right here, there's probably some dots that you can click on and then it will add this into your toolbar as a extension. So when you first click on it, it's going to open into this general screen. I'm going to go down to where it says upload. Keep in mind that this is going to work best if you have that email, or not that email, that image saved as a JPEG file. So as an image file, if you have it saved as something else, you're going to want to convert it. Otherwise, it won't be recognized through this process. So I'm going to click Browse for an image. I've already previously saved this onto my desktop. So I'm going to use my signature right here, select it, and then click Open. And then all we have to do here is click Save. If you wanted to mess with the size of that image, you could mess with the width and the height here. However, usually it pops it in a relatively good size, but if you do save it and then you see that once you're sending things out, it doesn't look exactly how you want, it's too big or too small, you can always come back in here and change the size. And you can see there, it pops it in nicely. Now, something to know is that right away, this is not a clickable image, but there is a way that you can make it clickable. So now that we have it in here, if I wanted to, let's say, make it to where if anyone clicked on this signature, they would be able to access my website. All that I would have to do is select the image, go to the link icon, which looks like two little chain links, and then copy and paste your website URL right here in the URL button. I am going to use, since I don't have a website that is public, I will go to cbgreatlakes.com, copy that URL, go back to my signature tab, paste that into the box. I will just label it as website and then hit save. So now whenever someone receives this email signature, if they do click on it, whenever they do that, it will then direct them to our CB Great Lakes website where they can look at different properties. You could link this directly to your personal website. Obviously, that would be recommended. Then you're getting more traffic on your site. As I said, I just use CB Great Lakes because I don't have a public website available to everyone to see. So once you do this, you can go ahead and take a little look at what the previews will be like. So as you can see here, mine looks very big, so I might want to resize that before I officially saved it. But once you are happy with it, you can just click the save button, and then that will automatically send out at the bottom of anything that you send through Engage or Present. It will be at the very bottom, just as your email signature does on a regular email. And it is easily accessible and viewable for everyone, and it's just one more way for people to have your information. So that is all that I have. Like I said, it's very quick and simple. Does anyone have any questions on that before I hop off? Alrighty, it doesn't look like it. So thank you for joining me this Moxie Monday, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Bye.